I'm Felicia,
And I'm Ian.
and we are the Paranormal Lovers.
Hello, paranormal dudes, dudettes, and dudays. Welcome back to another episode of the Paranormal Lovers.
Hey guys.
Hey guys.
Y'all let's not mention this, okay? I took my twist out.
Felicia's having a hair day.
I took my twist out, so my locks are just like, they're wilding.
Also, sorry it's been so long.
Yeah, it's been
I kind of missed the episode.
Couple episodes.
Because we just been busy with life. Felicia's been babysitting.
I've been babysitting. Grandma had hip surgery.
Yeah.
She's the one that watches Patty when we record, so
yeah,
we wanted to give her time to rest and heal. And
our Patreon episodes that we recorded today are pretty gruesome, and we didn't want Patty to have to like sit through that.
Yeah, now you see why I was like, I don't want her anywhere around to even, because I know how that little shit is. She'll be at the door. What are they talking about?
Yep.
Like, not. If anybody's curious, I covered the Moores murders.
Yep.
So
go check it out on our Patreon.
Check that out on Patreon. We got 1 week free.
Yep.
And we do the call to actions at the top. That is patreon.com/the paranormal lovers. $5 tier, Lovers Lane. You get the Deadly Lovers every week.
Our sale's over on our merch. So sorry if you guys missed out. Just keep an eye out. They'll do some more throughout the year. So we'll have one coming up pretty soon, probably.
You done? You just started talking right in the middle of my sentence.
Sorry.
Like I wasn't done.
Sorry.
Jesus, Patty. So patreon.com/paranormal lovers. $5 tier, you get weekly The Deadly Lovers, when we're recording. You also get early access to the Paranormal Lovers this episode, plus the unedited version. There's about 5 minutes before what you guys are going to get regularly if you want to go see that. We do have the merch store, the paranormallovers.threadless.com.
Yeah.
Where you can check out all of our merch. I just put up the new summer collection, which has a bunch of new funky designs in it. I will keep up the Pride collection all year round, and I'm actually going to put the Black History Month and the Women's History Month collections back up. We're going to do those like Heritage History Month collections. We'll keep those on year round, I think.
Cool.
Because you should always be proud of who you are.
Oh, yeah.
Every day of the week.
For sure.
If you would like to, you can follow us over on Facebook, TikTok, or Instagram at the Paranormal Lovers. We actually got some followers on TikTok. We're going to have to do something over there.
I know.
Like, shit. Okay.
I could make some TikToks.
Yeah. And then if you guys would like to send us a personal story, have a shout out for anybody or anything that you want read on an episode of the Paranormal Personals, send us an email at theparanormallovers@yahoo.com. Is that it?
I think so.
I think that's it. I have a list somewhere, but there's too much shit everywhere.
We're struggling, guys. Give us or bear with us.
All right. And so we've been doing the weekly thing where we do the promos.
Hold on. What did you love about this week? Do you like the carnival?
I have to think what I did this week. Honestly, I enjoyed going shopping with Patty the other day.
Yeah.
Like, we got to have a day off. Me and her went out. We went to Olive Garden. It was the first time she ever went to Olive Garden.
I bet that was awesome.
She wasn't impressed with the breadsticks, which, like, neither was I, honestly. They're not as good as they used to be.
They're not.
But, that was really fun. We just had a good fun day. Went and got her some shit. Got me some moo-moos.
Right.
It was a good day. What did you love about this week?
This week, I loved going to the carnival with Patty.
Yeah. You also love that you're, like, on vacation.
I love that I got, like 1,000,000,001 days off.
Yeah, 11, but close enough.
I love, let's see what else. I love playing video games with Patty.
I forgot about Pride.
Pride was fun. That was great. There's a lot since, we skipped a couple weeks.
Yeah.
But
yeah. I mean, yeah, sure.
It's all been fun.
I don't know. I've just been watching all these kids. It's about over though. I got one more week when we come back from vacation to watching them, and then time to get our first grader ready for school.
Right, for sure. Do you want to do your promo or do you want me to do mine on this episode?
We'll do my promo on this one and then your
mine
promo
on the next one. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of Pride, you guys know that we do the little promo. We've started doing the promos for podcasts at the beginning of the episodes. This week I wanted to actually go over, I grabbed a bunch of business cards when we went to Pride. It was Haywood County's first ever Pride.
Woo!
Like, I will admit, I was very fucking paranoid about going.
Me too.
I was terrified something bad was going to happen.
Waynesville lost their minds.
Because we do not live in a place that is... Western North Carolina is notoriously closed-minded and conservative.
For sure.
To say...
Lots of rednecks.
Like, listen, us being a mixed-race couple, even that shit has come up. Like...
Yeah, it has.
It's not a place that's great for people who are not straight white Christians, honestly. Yep. But
if you don't like have those views, then like they don't. Lots of people here.
They don't want you here.
They don't want you.
You don't like America, get out.
F them.
But I was actually really, really impressed that Pride went off without a hitch.
Yep.
As far as I know, nobody showed their ass. There were like some people walking through. Jesus loves you.
Yeah, they said there were some.
Like,
some
I'm supposed to be made in his image, so I guess it does.
I just ignored them.
Yeah, pretty much. And what's funny is because there was a church marching in the parade, and they had a banner for their church that had like their symbol, but it was 4 different pride flags on each symbol.
Yeah.
Or like on each square, their symbol. So I'm like, okay, well, this church has no problem.
At least that church had no problem with it.
Yeah. Shout out to Grace Episcopal in Waynesville, North Carolina.
Good for you guys.
Awesome. Y'all give me a little bit more faith in Christians. A little bit, not much. All right. So the first one we're going to talk about is Functional Peace. It is Amy Hendricks and Jerry Roberts, creators of Funky Art. I don't actually remember.
Was that the art shop that we went to?
Maybe.
I think that was the art booth that we went to where like they had the paintings.
Maybe. Or was it that lady that had the... Oh, no. I think it was the lady that had the airplane bottle.
Okay.
Remember, she had the thing and you could like pull the string and the propeller would spin and it would wheel the string back in.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was. It was a fan.
It was a fan.
Made out of a glass bottle.
Yeah.
So they use recycled stuff. They do paintings and stuff too. It is Functional. That is with a K. Peace. Peace. Instagram.com functional peace _. We have...
Show them to the camera.
Yeah. Okay. Excuse me. Oh, that's bright. Oh, shit. Show it to the camera. I don't know if they can see it with that light. Functional.
Here, let me see it in mine. Might be able to do it in mine.
It's so bright. There we go. That's better.
That's better. There you go.
All right.
That one.
So, and then this next booth, which I'm not sure which one of these. One of these is your cousin.
That's cool.
There's the Snarky Stitcher. Oh, it's too bright on my side.
I got you.
And Volver.
Yep, that's my cousin.
Vulgarities. Stitches Against Stigma.
Yeah.
That was really cool. They had these little vulva magnets, and then they had artwork like that hoop stitch stuff. Oh, shoot. You bumped the stuff.
I'm sorry. Let's go on the right side next time.
Okay. But they're trying to bring like banish stigma against vaginas pretty much.
Yeah.
So a lot of their artwork contains artwork of vulvas.
Mm-hmm.
We went up to the booth and they had these little magnets with vulvas and they kind of look like flowers. Patty was like, "Oh, this is really pretty. What is that?" And I said, "Well, it's supposed to represent a vulva." And she was like, "Ew." And then your cousin, it was her booth, and she goes, No. Vulvas are beautiful. I was like, that's right. They are.
Yeah.
The next one is Birch and Opal Handmade, which you can find her on Facebook and Instagram by looking for the Birch and Opal. We got her chicken. If you guys saw the pictures from Pride of Patty with her little knitted chicken, named
That's so cute.
Mabel the Maple.
She didn't let go of that thing forever.
Like a week. She just toted that thing around everywhere.
Hold on.
So she does little crochet stuff. I've liked some of her stuff. She just did these little succulents that are crocheted with smiley faces on them. And I was like, please call them potheads because that would be great. All right. So the next one we're going to talk about is actually a friend of mine. I went to graduated high school with her husband. Her name is Shannon Bear. She runs Golden Bear Alchemy, which is apothecary, energetic healing, therapeutic, and photography. And you can find her on Instagram and Facebook by looking for Golden Bear Alchemy. She makes her own herbal tinctures, remedies, face washes, stuff like that. Again, she does photography. She's very much, she'll take you out in the woods and do like nature witchy stuff with you. She knows all about Palladians, Akashic records. I don't know if she actually does Akashic record readings or not, but
that'd be cool. I'd be interested in that.
Well, I do know somebody that does Akashic record readings. Her name is Katie May. Y'all can go find her on Embrace. I'll find it and post it, but she does Akashic record readings. Anyways, go find Shannon. She's cool. If you're in the Waynesville area, you have a dog, check out So Doggone Cute Grooming. They were there with a service dog that they were training. He was a standard poodle.
Yeah.
He was really cute. They were nice people to talk to. If you are in the Western North Carolina area and you are looking for a place to live, check out Rainbow Key Realty. We got to meet Emily and her partner Bree at the Pride Parade. And
they gave some trail mix.
And stickers.
Yeah.
And all kinds of fun stuff. They were really, really cool. Check them out. All right. Whit Ellison artist. Which one was the Whit? I don't remember which one Whit was. I feel like maybe that was.
That was the painting.
No, Whit was the one that had the cute terrariums with the little glow-in-the-dark alien guys in it. You guys got to go check those out. They have pictures of them on their Instagram. That was so cute. They're really cute terrariums, and then they have these little glow-in-the-dark aliens seated in them, and they're adorable. I actually just randomly grabbed this card for a friend of mine who does woodwork. This guy was there, Richard Paulin, RCP Woodworks. He had all kinds of stuff, bowls, plates, all kinds of cool dishes. So if y'all need any woodwork done around this area, check him out. There was Set Adrift Macabre Decor, not macabre, macrame.
Oh, you missed one.
I can't read. Wait, what is that?
That was Melinda.
Oh yeah, Melinda. All right. Set Adrift, macrame decor, and more. She makes cool like macrame pot holders and like netted pot holders and stuff. We did run into actually an old coworker of ours. Her name was Melinda Smith. She's a bead weaver or a bead smith. And she actually had some really dope shit. And I'm like, you just picked this up after you retired?
Like, her stuff reminded me of
indigenous
beadwork.
Yeah. Whether she is or not, I don't know. She could be. She has like the high cheekbones and stuff, so she could be. Now, I loved all of these shops, all of the booths, but this one, hands down, my favorite. 100%.
Yeah, they had some really great stuff in that one.
Into the Mystic. You guys go check them out on Facebook and Instagram. This booth had...
It was a place of the fae.
1000%. They have crowns. They have brooms. They have candles. They have guitars that are hollowed out, and then they made like little fairy homes in them. Absolutely amazing. Y'all to go check out their stuff.
Yeah.
So that was some stuff we collected at Pride. Again, I'm very proud of Haywood County for letting that happen.
Very much so.
Showing their ass, because I was happy to be able to take my child and show her like everything. And everybody's like, oh, I can't believe you take your child. Guess what? The most I saw was some butt cheeks, and it was literally less than we will see on the beach next week.
Yeah, for sure. And like everyone was so nice to her there.
Oh my God, they loved her. She got oodles and oodles of stickers. She still got pride tattoos on her face. Like,
yep. She had so much fun there.
She had so much fun. There were dogs everywhere. There was a guy on a stilt walker.
Yeah.
That was juggling, that tried to make me feel bad for being short. And then I threatened to bite his kneecap.
Some shit.
Till I threatened to bite his kneecap. And I was like, I can't hear you. What? You're too high. What?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, don't mess with me. I'm short. Yes, I'm short, which means I'm at the perfect range to like punch you in the dick, kick you in the knee,
knock you over on them stilts.
Try something, bro. Anyways, all right. So 20 minutes in. Woo.
Right.
It's actually like 15.
It's okay. This one's a shorter one anyways.
Well, good. Yay. I hope y'all like the chit chat. They're like, nah, we done flipped through this shit.
Right.
All right. What do you got for us this week, Bill?
Okay. Today's episode is going to be about, drumroll please, the Robert Taylor incident.
Dun, 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 dun.
Now, I know you know about Robert Taylor.
Like, I know, like, literally, I'm the one that recommended this. I know of him.
Right.
But I didn't, like, look super into the story.
But for those of y'all who don't know, this is an alien abduction case. It's the only case that it's ever been reported to the police. So, there's that.
Oh, abduction.
Yeah, abduction.
Maybe.
Now, in 1979, Robert Bob Taylor was a man who lived in Livingston in Scotland. He was born in 1919 and died in 2007.
God dang.
It's crazy. Like, think about being born in like the 1910s.
He was like 88. He was the same age as Nana.
Yeah.
Jesus, these people are old.
So he claimed to have an encounter with an extraterrestrial spacecraft while hiking in the Dechmont. It's Dechmont. Dechmont Woods area near Livingston in Scotland. Robert Taylor was a forestry worker who worked for the Livingston Development Corporation. I want to call it like LDC for some reason. Like, oh, the LDC.
But, wait, isn't that a download? Oh, that's a DLC.
Yeah, that's DLC.
Like, wait, isn't that like an expansion pack?
Right.
Yes, the DLC. Is the LDC in a song? I feel like I've heard that somewhere.
There's like BBC. Maybe that's why I want to like say that, you know, maybe. LDC, I don't know. BBC. But so on November 9th, 1979, he parked his pickup truck at the side of a road near the M8 motorway. Now, for some reason, I want to like say it's a Ford because like every time I hear a pickup truck, I think of a Ford Ranger.
Yeah, but this is in Scotland.
It's true. So it may be something kind of completely else.
Scotland.
But he parked his pickup truck at the side of the road and walked along a forest path up the side of Dechmont Law, which I guess the area is called Dechmont Law, LAW. He was walking with his dog. Taylor reported seeing what he described as a flying dome, or a large circular sphere, approximately 7 yards in diameter. That's like small, I think.
Well, I mean, 7 yards. That's
like 7 yardsticks.
27 to 25 feet, or 21 to 25 feet.
Right.
So, I don't know.
So, and that's in diameter, so that's wide, if you guys don't know really what diameter is. But I know some people don't like, but he said it was hovering in a clearing about 530 yards away from his truck. Taylor described the object as a dark metallic material with a rough texture like sandpaper. So it had grip tape on it, I guess. Like that's what makes me think of like skateboard
either that
grip
or
tape.
that shit that you can spray the rhino lining type stuff.
Right. He said it featured a outer rim set with small propellers. So like I'm kind of picturing like the old flying saucers of the US Navy. Have you ever seen those? They have the propellers inside the circular. They made a flying saucer.
I think I know kind of what you're talking about.
You remember it?
I think so. Vaguely.
So he said it had propellers along the outside, which I'm like, aliens wouldn't use propellers, I don't think.
No, that doesn't make sense.
But Taylor said he started to smell something weird, like burning brakes. You know what burning brakes smells like from my old truck.
I do. We live in the mountains near I-40. Yep. We know what it smells like.
For sure. And so he smelled this weird smell, and then he said that there were smaller spheres similar to sea mines that seized him and were dragging him in the direction of the larger object when he lost consciousness.
So like what is that shit that they use in Star Trek where they like lock onto a ship and drag it in?
Tractor
Star
beam.
Wars. Yeah.
Tractor beam. Kind of, but like these were like actual physical things that came and got him.
Or was it more like drones?
That's kind of what I'm picturing.
Okay.
And the drones kind of look like, the Guardians from Minecraft, the sea monsters.
Oh God, yeah.
That have the spikes on them.
Yeah.
They're just like these floating balls with spikes.
Oh yeah, sea mines. I gotcha.
That's what he describes them as.
So they actually locked onto him. They didn't like.
I call them COVID balls because
they
think
like
about
COVID.
like COVID,
the COVID germ,
right?
Yeah.
So according to Taylor, he later awoke and the objects were gone, but he could not start his truck because aliens love to cripple vehicles for some reason.
I don't know what's up with that.
Wonder if they're like the aliens think they're like metal dragons or dinosaurs or something. They're just like, nope, you are not moving.
It makes me wonder if they use some form of magic. I watch a lot of fantasy books. In said books, in this like canon of fantasy, technology and magic cannot coexist.
Right.
Like if you have magic, technology will not work.
Right.
So it makes me wonder if there's not like some form of like quote unquote alien magic.
Maybe.
That they're using and it just smells weird.
Yeah.
Smells like burning brakes.
So since his truck didn't work, he walked back to his home in Livingston. I would imagine a pretty long ways.
Yeah.
Because, way out in the woods.
Yeah.
But Taylor's wife reported that when Robert arrived, he arrived on foot. He appeared all shaken up and was muddy, with torn clothing and ripped trousers. I bet she thought he got mauled by a bear.
She probably thought he got assaulted somehow. Do they have bears in Scotland? That's a stupid question.
Also, I wonder if they have bears in Scotland.
Let's find out real quick. Do they have bears in Scotland? Yes.
Brown bears, huh? Is it brown bears or black bears?
Scotland has bears in captivity at various wildlife parks and zoos. Bears likely became extinct in Scotland in the later Middle Ages.
So they killed all of them.
They don't have bears.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Well.
Yeah, there's 4 zoos. I'll list 4 zoos that have it. So yeah, they don't have wild bears in Scotland.
Well, I guess she didn't think he got mauled by a bear then.
Motherfucker, hold up. We haven't had a chance to talk about this.
I know. You want to tell him your bear story?
Sorry, y'all. No, y'all listen, okay? I was in the living room one day. This was like a week or so ago. Ian's in the kitchen. He goes, hey, we need to get the dog in. And I'm like, why? Get up and look out the door. There's a fucking bear in the tree between our house and the neighbor's house, y'all.
And not a small one neither.
It was like an older teenage going into adult size bear. Luckily, it wasn't full grown. So I'm like trying to get the dog in. The dog's not coming in. She's like, there's a fucking bear over there, yo. So I'm like, all right, well, let me see if I can get the bear to run off. I'm like, hey, bear, go on, bear. Get out of here, bear. He starts to take off, gets down towards the bottom of the driveway, sees the fucking cop sitting across the road at the doctor's office.
Just sitting in his car.
So he says,
watching.
all right, bet I'm going to come in your yard.
Yep.
And I, at this point, had left the porch and was going down into the yard to try and get the dog. And then the bear starts coming over the fence. And I said, nope. Turned around and hauled my ass back to the house. Like, I wish we had been recording it because AFE would have been great.
Yeah.
I turn around like, oh God, I hope the dog's okay. She has put herself in between the house and the bear. This dog is amazing, y'all. We've had her for 9 years. She grew up with like a mama bear and 2 cubs in her backyard when we lived by the national forest. So
she was protecting Felicia,
guarding me from the bear because the bear like came up toward, like he was coming after me,
coming toward her at this point.
And I was like, oh my God. But she ended up running him off and he jumped the fence on the other side of the yard and went down across the road. And I'm pretty sure he ended up out in the back of the park somewhere where we live. But
yeah,
pretty sure I had a small stroke or a heart attack that night because I had heart pain for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
So yeah. But you know what? I still choose the bear because I understand that bear was scared. He felt trapped.
Yeah.
And he wanted to get away from us.
Yeah.
Okay. And my dog, who is 9 years old and has 2 bag legs, hops around like a fucking rabbit,
was still trying to protect you.
Was able to run it off. She wouldn't do the same with a man because she fucking loves people. So,
yeah.
Useless ass dog. But, anyways, so yeah, bears. Sorry, guys. Enjoy that story. So, like, my heart hurts thinking about it again.
Right.
It's like, damn, that bear gave me a stroke.
Yeah.
All right. So where were we at?
Okay, so he just got home. Robert just came home from, being abducted.
And I probably thought he got mauled by a bear, but they don't have bears in Scotland.
Yeah, he's covered in mud with his clothing ripped. So his wife then proceeded to call the police and a doctor. When the doctor arrived, he treated Robert for grazes to his chin and thighs. The police, however, accompanied Taylor back to the site where he claimed to have received his injuries. This is what they found. They found ladder-shaped marks on the ground where they seen ladder-shaped marks where the bigger spherical object had been. And then they also found other marks that Taylor said were made by the smaller mine-like objects, which the way I picture it is if there's like a ladder-shaped mark, that would explain them like dragging him with his feet down.
Yeah, I could see that.
That's how I picture it.
I would have to see the picture though.
Right.
Because I don't understand. Is it like, does it look like a ladder was on the ground? Is it the shape of ladder feet? Like,
right.
What?
Yeah, I know. It's kind of confusing.
My brain's like, no.
But so they seen the marks that were left by, the big sphere and the smaller spheres, the little COVID droids. So police recorded the matter as a criminal assault, like the police could do anything about COVID droids.
Right.
But the story drew attention from UFOologists who later on erected a plaque on the site of the alleged encounter. And Taylor became known among UFO enthusiasts for being involved in the only UFO sighting that was subject to a criminal investigation.
That is wild. I was going to say, because it's definitely not the only one that's been reported to the police.
Right.
But it probably is the only one that's actually ever been
they like took it seriously. Yeah. A lot of people see this case as being one of the only real UFO encounters out there. Robert really didn't have any reason to lie about his encounter.
Right.
And both him and his wife were like really genuine in their accounts. Uh, a lot of people were skeptical, though, of the encounter Robert had. Stuart Campbell visited the site. Stuart. Visited the scene of the incident in 1979 with the police whenever they were called. Uh, Campbell was convinced a simple explanation would be found. On his second visit to the site, so I guess he didn't find it. On his second visit to the site, he stated that he observed some PVC pipes in an adjoining field. He discovered that the local water authority had laid a cable duct within 100 meters of the clearing. He came to the conclusion that the stacks of pipes might have been stored in the clearing and were responsible for the ground markings. Patricia Hannaford, founder of the Edinburgh University UFO Research Society and a qualified uh, physicist, advised Campbell on medical aspects of the case. She suggested that Taylor's collapse was an isolated attack of his temporal lobe with epilepsy. And the fit was explained by the objects as hallucinations. Like he had hallucinations from the epilepsy.
Does he have epilepsy?
I don't know.
Like, I'm probably wrong on this, but as far as I know, epilepsy doesn't just pop up one day when you're like 50.
Right.
Like, this is something you're going to have.
Well, they said that the symptoms, such as Taylor's, were Taylor had meningitis previously.
Okay.
So she said that it could have been from that.
Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure meningitis like attacks your brain.
Yeah. And so his report of a strong smell, which nobody else could detect, probably because there was nobody there.
Right.
But
well, we don't smell it. Well, you weren't there.
The strong smell, his headache, dry throat, paralysis of the legs, and a period of unconsciousness suggested that that was the cause. Steve Donnelly, another physicist and editor for The Skeptic, so an editor for a magazine called The Skeptic,
yeah,
also considered the incident to be explained by epileptic attack. Campbell said Taylor's attack might have been stimulated by a mirage of Venus. But even
what?
Right.
That doesn't make any sense.
I've never seen an optical illusion with Venus that would like
cause somebody to have
like
an epileptic seizure
or look anything like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, ball with propellers and a bunch of COVID balls.
I mean, come on, guys.
What? Like, I can kind of get behind the epileptic seizure thing.
Right. I can see that.
Because I feel like there's like some people like lose oxygen to their brain when they have seizures.
Yep. So you could have like a dreamlike state where you see stuff.
So I can see that if he had meningitis, that could have done damage to his brain, and yeah, that could have caused something. But
like an optical illusion from the stars,
does it mean that it didn't happen?
It's true.
It could have. But it doesn't mean that he did not get abducted by UFO.
He could have had the epileptic seizure from flashing alien lights. Right?
I will always remember that one time I had to slap my hand over my friend's face because somebody decided to flash a light in the van. She had epilepsy, and I'm like, you trying to make this girl have a seizure?
Right.
Yeah, so that could definitely be a thing too.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
A local businessman, Phil Fenton, published a report in 2013 speculating allegedly that Taylor may have suffered a mini stroke and may have been exposed to harmful chemicals, which they were working on the pipes, so I could see that.
Yeah, the stroke could have happened too.
Which left him confused and disoriented and that the UFO he believes he saw could have been a saucer-shaped water tower nearby. I could see a water tower looking like a UFO.
Yeah, I could too.
I wonder if Robert ever tried regression to like see what happened to him.
I wonder if he ever went to a doctor to, I don't know, get diagnosed with epilepsy or
right.
to check to see if he had had a stroke.
I don't know.
Like, they're like, oh, well, it could have been this or this or that. Well, do we have a doctor backing up your theory?
Yeah,
or is
right.
that just a theory because you're like, UFOs aren't real?
Yeah.
It was a water tower and there were some pipes.
I didn't have a lot of time to research this one, but maybe I'll cover it on a later date. Just let us know what you think. And do you guys like more detailed episodes, or do you guys like shorter and straight to the point episodes? Just let us know.
This one definitely ain't short.
We love interaction
because we've been talking a lot. We missed you guys. Okay.
I hope you guys like banner, because like we like the banner of it too.
Y'all have to understand that I've been watching 3 children under the age of 10 for the last 4 weeks, and I miss talking to adults.
Yeah.
So, and I have word vomit currently. So you're welcome.
But that's all I got for you guys this week. Hope you enjoyed the little UFO tale.
That's really good. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. All right. Well, y'all go follow us on this stuff and rate, review, all that good jazz. Go buy some merch.
Give us some Patreon. Comments. We always love when you guys comment.
Yeah, for sure. We love the comments. Again, hop on Patreon. You can try it out for a week free, and if you don't like it, just cancel it.
Yeah.
So there you go. All right, guys. We love you, and we'll talk to you next week.
Thank you guys for listening.
Bye.
We love you guys. Bye.